Welcome or welcome back to the Our Raw Material Pillar Guidance for this fall 2025 session. I am Tavish Cardiff, one of the co-founders of the practice, and I am here every week giving just a little bit of guidance on the pillar itself, introducing people to what they can do with this on their own. What is our raw material? It is a simple thought practice. It is designed to give us the space to breathe, pause, reflect, accept, and if we can't accept, allow. Just allowing something to be true is enough to help us breathe through it. It is Music Week, and it's the second week of the practice. It's a spiritual pillar. It does not matter which week you start in. Essentially, these are relationships with things that we all have. We just don't adopt a common practice for it. So in Music Week, we are able to feel the first inclinations of being connected to something else. And I think taking a deep breath, taking stock of where you are, letting go of tension, like the stuff that meditation does, clearing your mind so that your body can relax. That is really where music comes in, where the music pillar, I should say, comes in. Because that connection is let me say this, absent that connection, we are unable to feel grounded and rooted and joyful when things start to bother us. So the music pillar is really about the we. It's about connection. It's about feeling something outside of self. And that doesn't really have to be compassion for other people. It shows up that way a lot. It's really getting outside of what we call the official line of consciousness, the belief systems, and into something that inherently knows, deep in our heart, deep in our gut, deep somewhere that we are connected. That's the type of energy that Music Week draws, pulls, and makes available to us. This session, we are talking from the perspective of trees, and Music Week is one of the easiest ways to interpret through a tree. I mean, just think about the sounds of the trees when there's a storm coming, when leaves are falling. There are so many sounds associated with trees. I used to have a book, I gave it to a friend of mine about the function of trees. And it had an entire section on musical trees. And I wish I had it for reference right now, because it was really talked about how different things, their pods, come together like a wind chime or something. The ways that trees weave themselves in and out of what we have. I mean, even behind me, I'm looking at a wood desk that I don't know where that tree came. In front of me, I've got several things made of wood. And the origins, the story of where that stuff came from, how it came to be, a piece in my house. I am forever fascinated. Also, there's no way to know that the origins of that started before my conscious awareness of it. So I joined something that was already happening. The tree in my front yard, which is phenomenal, by the way, is so big, and it's probably the first tree that started growing in the area. It's bigger than all of the rest of them. And I don't even know how many years. I don't know. I wouldn't even begin to guess how many years it's been here. So much longer than I've been alive, and so much longer than anyone who is alive right now has been alive. And from that standpoint, I sit outside and look up at it sometimes, just in awe of what it brings. So it stands there as an invitation. It is inviting by itself. And so my nurturing it, my taking care of it, even though my only responsibility is probably safety. And if I would say a lot of people would probably come cut it down because it needs a lot of care. And I don't know. I don't even want to speculate on when that might happen. But this is the stuff of Music Week when you're standing still, when you're just in your own space, watching what's available and around you that gives, that maybe you don't notice. So this week's challenge would be to find the spot that you like in your own living space. And, or if there's not something available from that end, somewhere that you enjoy, just find a spot that you like and take it in with your eyes, and then close your eyes and take it in from every other sense. I really think the vibrational pull of the energy of things and the energy of what's just around us, if we can shut out the noise of here and really kind of center where we can in body so that we are feeling those things. That is my challenge for the week. I will be back next week to talk about the food pillar, which is how we are nourished and nurtured, not necessarily what we eat, although that's part of it. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.